Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some interesting topics to go talk about when it comes to the PlayStation 5, the overall general vibe of the exclusives on the console, people's worries, and of course, just the thought and I guess vibe check of the console right now. Now, the big topic is going to be on Marathon, as you guys may or may not have seen today. Marathon, well, kind of is getting indefinitely delayed slash canceled slash whatever word you want to go call it. And we kind of knew this was coming. We saw leaks on it. We were hearing delays. They cut some marketing on it. And right now the overall vibe is not good. This game is in trouble. Bungie is in trouble. Destiny 2 is in trouble. There's hackers, cheaters everywhere, and it's not going well. And of course, the general consensus is what's going on with these exclusives? Is there enough to kind of fulfill the need, both on PlayStation and Xbox, the general gaming sphere, and that's kind of the high-level topic. So we're going to use the marathon topic as the news to kind of segue into more of a story topic. Hope you guys don't mind the rambles. And of course, subscribe if you guys are new. We still have the Switch 2 giveaway going on for a few more days. That'll be ending very soon. Just trying to procure one myself to give to you guys. So enter it in, subscribe here, or the second channel. The second channel will be active very soon. I've been saying this for a while, but it will be coming sooner than later. And of course, I hope you guys are ready for some major change on the channel. It will be coming very soon. We have a meeting on that tonight as well. So just let's go talk about some stuff. So as I kind of mentioned, we'd kind of maybe start yapping into it. Marathon. This game had a really poor reception. People were very much not happy with it. The game was lackluster. Can't beat around the bush. People are calling it Concord 2.0. People are saying Bungie lost the mark. There was a lot of stolen art, and that was the main cool factor for the game, and that was all stolen. And then that had huge controversy. They had to go on stream and apologize. The higher-ups had mixed receptions on the game. Not many people could even play it. The hardcore people that like games like Tarkov, guess what? They didn't like it because it wasn't as hardcore enough. Casual people, it was a little too hardcore for them. It just didn't have a happy medium. And right now they announced today saying, hey, the game is gonzo for now. Indefinite delay, which is never good. Same thing to you, not only for your passion and feedback about the marathon reveal and alpha playtest, but also for your patience while we took the time to closely listen and chart our next steps. Through every comment and real-time conversation on social media and Discord, your voice has been strong and clear. We've taken this to heart, and we know we need more time to craft Marathon into the game that truly reflects your passion. After much discussion within our dev team, we've made the decision to delay the September 23rd release. The alpha test created an opportunity for us to calibrate and focus the game on what will make it uniquely compelling. Survival under pressure, mystery and lore around every corner, raid-like in-game challenges in Bungie's genre-defining FPS combat. We don't need these raids that's like Destiny-like. It's not worth it. Survival under pressure. That's also not really the vibe you want. I more so want to thrive. I want to be like the king of the hill. They're also not getting the right vibe. Mystery and lore, don't really care. Like, give me good gameplay. That's all I really kind of care about. Give me like a challenge. Give me like stuff. I'm not against raid stuff, but like the main thing is I want to Tarkov. I've played Tarkov enough. I put hundreds of hours into Tarkov. I'm not good, but I understand what makes the gameplay loop fun. It also gets boring over time. That's why they wipe it, make events and seasons. They're just not getting the mark. Like this, just Bungie just lost its touch. They don't know how to make the game fun. I get the vibe they're going for. It's like trying to get the Destiny 2 people. No. Get the people who want to play the game to play the game. Like I don't like these game companies that are always trying to milk and bounce around their communities. It makes sense, but I don't like it. Anyway, over the next few months, they're gonna continue closed testing as well to do gameplay updates and test the features as they come. But I'll tell you guys right now, an indefinite hiatus for a video game is not a good sign. No matter what you say or how you say it, it is not a good sign. This game is rough, and well, I do think they have a chance. Like there's a chance here. They want to update the survival stuff, so they want to have more challenging and engaging AI. New types of loot, though, good. More tense and strategic, good. Doubling down the marathon universe, more fidelity, good. More narrative, meh. Darker tone, yes. Better player experience for solo duos, you needed. In proximity chat, yes. But also, I don't want to be too social. The reason why it's fun in Tarkov is because there's a opposite segment of it, where some people can play as NPC characters. They're playing a thing called a scav. So like they're playing the game, they're in the game itself, you interact with people, but it's like a different faction. Like those are kind of like the loot rats and like the people that are just kind of like trying to find the leftover loot and leave and make sure their main characters still have money. That's what makes it fun, because sometimes you'd be like, hey, I have a full inventory, I'm an actual player, I've been level 50, you're a scav, you want to what, start jumping and sing your ABCs and I'll let you live. Like, it's like silly goofy things like Daisy, if you guys ever played that. In a game like this, there isn't really much need for proximity chat, and it's just not, like, they're not getting the mark of how these games kind of work out. And that's a big deal, is that PlayStation right now is not really hitting the mark, and that's where people are getting concerned about. Because we're seeing people now bringing up topics saying, whatever happened with the PS5 exclusives this generation? Over here from Paul. And of course, too, we also saw a really big statement on PlayStation executives stating, we only need one. We're aiming for one good game a year, which I could appreciate. It's better than zero. Do not get me wrong. But Xbox, like, we want more games. PlayStation, we want more games. Like, throw us some money towards some indie devs. Throw some money towards, like, some AA games. Keep, like, funding these games, and it's okay if you lose a little bit of money, but just don't make them all grandioso, like Concord. Like, that was just a miss the mark instantly. Same with Marathon. You're just not getting the right feedback, or people are just having an ego. I'm not really sure the best words to go and say. But a lot of people also had the PlayStation 6 topic, which we may cover throughout the next few days. The PlayStation 6, guess what? Will happen at some point. But we don't want to have more people disappointed in these console generations. I would say, in all honesty, the Switch, last few years, very disappointing. Xbox Series X, pretty disappointing, especially as a PC user. The PlayStation 5, surprisingly, hasn't been that bad, but I'm a little disappointed. I do wish there was a few more games and a little bit more things to pat them on out. I haven't hated it, but like, I don't want to play 5 games a generation and that's it. Like, don't get me wrong, there's other games, but I can play them on PC. Don't give me those stupid comments. And I expect better. But yeah, people are calling this out. They're like, what's the point? What's with all these like big things? Like, they want this PlayStation 6 as the top of the mind, but what about the PS5? What about games we want to know? What about all these, well, games in general, where all the exclusives too as well? The concept of true PS5 exclusives, ones maximizing the power of the new system without being cross-shown with the PS4, has also been very limited, because we had that for the first few years as well. And there just hasn't been a lot of games that are PS5 only. Astrobot, sure. Demon Souls, as they mentioned, sure. Ratchet & Clank, loved it. But we need a lot more of those games too as well. Final Fantasy 16, it wasn't that good, I'll be honest with you. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't that good. Now, Stellarblade 2 as well was nice, but they don't even own it too, is on top of that. But it was just still good. PlayStation got 5 big game. And they're seeing the potential. Helldivers 2 as well, but that was also on Steam. So a lot of people are like, hey, like, we just need something special. And I thought we were going to see some of that stuff. Like that Spider-Man multiplayer game that we saw in the leaks. That sounded awesome. I'd play it. The Venom game sounded cool. That was supposed to come out, like, I think, as of this holiday season. Or last. Either or. Probably got scrapped. Stinks. You know, we have all these Last of Us Factions proper multiplayer game. I like games like DayZ, as I covered up for the Marathon topic. I would have played that. I would have loved that. But sadly, once again, we're just still seeing issues everywhere, and it makes me sad because I want more games. Now, games cost a lot of money. But once again, when games flop then, and they don't get as many sales, they don't want to invest even more money into different games. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy where it just is like the standards keep getting higher and the money it costs keeps getting higher, and there's just going to be a certain point where there's just a video game recession because no one really knows how to deal with all these different types of games out there. And the other games like Death Stranding 2, which is, I can't wait to play that. I'm going to stream that on YouTube, stream that on Twitch. I can't wait. I literally cannot wait. Or even Spider-Man 2. Like, these games are all good games, but we just needed a little bit more. And we are probably not going to see a lot of these games ever come to fruition, and that's also an equal problem. Because it costs like $3.6 billion to buy Bungie. And they might make a little bit of money back from Destiny 2, although Destiny 2's player base has been slowly dwindling, so it's been going worse and worse. It's not a good vibe. Or Marathon, it's now been delayed, so they're now going to not make money on that and spend even more development time and research time and scrapping content, and it's just not good. And then Xbox 2, all their games are going to PlayStation, and the Switch we got released with Mario Kart, which is dope, don't get me wrong, and Metroid Prime, I can't wait to play it, I love all these games, I'm not a hater, I promise. But we just need a little bit more. You know, these are scary times, and I am a gamer. Like, I will be a gamer. I will buy the PS6. I will buy the next Xbox handheld, most likely. I say it on these videos all the time. I have a Switch 2 on the ground, although I'm not sure, but I am a Twitch streamer, YouTuber, makes sense, fine. But I don't want to be taken advantage of, and I already do have a nice PC, and I will keep on upgrading my PC. So if I'm getting less and less of a reason to play these exclusives, and they take longer and longer, and you get maybe 2 or 3 throughout the entire generation, why not just wait until they come out on PC? And people are starting to do that. Now, obviously, PlayStation still has like a 70 million sold that they're not hurting. But, you know, that is a valid thing that at least I myself might sway my own opinion in the future. Now, I'm not anti-console. I think consoles are dope. I'm sure you guys do if you guys are watching this channel. But I still want to say this was a pretty big worry that PlayStation has, and they do have to somewhat figure out, especially with how Bungie has been not treating Marathon, Destiny 2, and so far it hasn't been a good investment to try to match Xbox's Activision acquisition. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys all so much for listening to my thoughts. You guys are all fantastic. I'll see you guys up on the next video. Don't forget, we are still in a little bit of a break too as well. Maybe I'll highlight that a little bit more in the next video. So check out the giveaway, subscribe if you guys are new. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. You guys are all amazing.